Hare Krishna, welcome everyone for this Wednesday um, class. So today we'll be discussing on Jagannath pastime because this seventh is in Jagannath Puri, Jagannath Rath Yatra. But before we begin, I would like to seek the blessings of the previous acharyas. So we'll do the Mangalacharan. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्देशतारिणे हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत श्री राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्णचैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जयतां सुरतो पंगुर्मम मंदमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्य पदाम्भोजो श्री राधा मदन मोहनो दिव्यद्वृन्दरन्नकल्पद्रुमद श्रीमत् रत्नांगर सिंहासनस्थो श्रीमत् राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवो पृष्ठालीभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमन् रासरसारम्भि वंशिवटतटस्थिता कर्षन् वेणुस्वनैर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथ श्रियस्तु नः अनार्पितचरिं चिरात् करुणाय अवतीर्न कलौ समर्पयितमुन्नत उज्ज्वलरसं सभक्तिश्रियं हरिपुरतसुन्दरद्युति कदम्ब सन्दीपित सदा हृदयकन्दरे स्फुरतो वा सचिनन्दनो। ओम नमो भगवते नरसिंहाय नमस्तेजस्तेजसे आविर्भव वज्रनखा वज्रदंष्ट्रा कर्माशयन रंध्रया तमोग्रासा ग्रासा ओम स्वाहा अभयम आत्मनि भूयिष्ठा ओम श्रौम नीलाचले निवासाय निताय परमात्मने बलभद्रं सुभद्रं जगन्नाथाय नमो नमः। वन्दे श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद सहोदितो गौरोदये पुष्पवन्तो चित्रसन्दोत्मोनिदो मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनतारिणम्। Hare Krishna, really welcome all of you because you could be doing so many things and this world gives so many options, but I'm really grateful to you that you took this opportunity to come and spend your valuable time for discussing Krishna Katha. Actually, Krishna Katha is very, very important. Just by hearing Krishna Katha, we can achieve perfection in our life. So it says that Dhautatma Purusha Krishna Padamulam Namunchati Mukta Sarva Pariklesha Panthasya Saranam Jatha. That when we hear Krishna Katha, then all the dirt in our heart is clean. And so we get relief from all the kleshas of this world, all the suffering, and panthasa saranam jatha, and we find shelter in just like a traveler finds shelter. Similarly, we also can find shelter in Krishna's lotus feet. Srimad Bhagavatam 285 tells, Pravishta karna randhrena swanam bhava sararuham dhunati samalam Krishna salilasya yatha sharat. That Pravishta karna randhrena, that from the holes of the ear when Krishna Katha enters, then dhunati samalam Krishna salilasya yatha sharat. Just like in India now it's rainy season. After this it comes Sharat Ritu. So in Sharat Ritu, what happens, that season everything is clean after a shower. Like here also, it's in California. In rainy season, winter it rains here. After that, you'll find everything lush, green, fresh look. So panthasya saranam jatha. So like that, we can one can find shelter, just like a tired traveler find shelter. Shrinnata shraddhaya nittam ghrinatascha sachestitam kalena nati dirghana bhagavan vishate hridi. If one with faith regularly hears shraddhaya nittam and carefully studies Bhagavatam, kalena nati dirghana, very quickly bhagavan vishate hridi, Krishna will recite in the heart. And Kabiraj Goswami tells that the benefit of hearing Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 1.107, he tells, Sunile khondebe chitter agyanadi dosh Krishna gara prema habe paibe santosh. So just by hearing Chaitanya Charitamrita, which we are going to discuss today, Madhya Lila chapter 12, 13, 14. So just by hearing Sunile khondebe chitter agyanadi dosh, all our suffering is due to ignorance. So that will be cut into pieces. Krishna gara prem have, will have thick Krishna prem, vaive santos, and will be satisfied. And what else? In Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 14.1, it tells, Kathanchana smrite asmin duskaram sukaram bhavet bismrite viparitam syat Sri Chaitanya namamitam. That if we remember Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by hearing Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, etc., then what happens? Dushkaram sukaram bhavet, the difficult thing becomes easy. Vismrite viparitam shat. If we forget, then the opposite effect happens. When the small things become very difficult. So, also Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antalila 5.88, it says, Shri Chaitanya Lilayai Amritera Sindhu Trijagata Bhasate Pare Jara Ekabindu. So the pastimes of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are just like an ocean of nectar. Amritera Sindhu, ocean of nectar. One drop of that is sufficient. Trijagat Bhasate Pare Jara Ekabindu. Chaitanya Charitamrita Nitta Karapan 5. Chaitanya Charitamrita Antalila 5.89. Chaitanya Charitamrita Nitya Karapan Jaha Hoite Premananda Bhakti Tattva Gyan. So when Chaitanya Charitamrita we drink, Kabiraj Goswami is recommending that Nitya Karapan, everyday drink. And what will happen? Jaha Hoite Premananda, will get Premananda and Bhakti Tattva Gyan. So before we begin, especially Chaitanya Charitamrita, when we recite, before that there is a very nice verse, Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 2.3. So you can also repeat. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So we'll now because Jagannath Ashtakam we'll read, because we'll discuss Jagannath pastime. So Prabhuji can cast the ISKCON Desert Kadachit Kalindi Tata Vipina Sangita Jagannath Ashtakam.
You to do the slides, or is it there in the slides, or it's just KK
Now
song?
just check my WhatsApp message, I pinged you. It is ISKCON Desert Kadachit Kalinda Tata. So that you can cast. So I'll just explain you the verse. Yeah, that one. Just make it full screen. Yeah. So let's understand the meaning and then we can go to the. So yeah. Just keep the verse there. Yeah. So the first verse, we'll focus on the meaning. Kadachit Kalindi Tata Vipina Sangita Tara. So yeah, just keep it there. No problem. Just make it big so that everybody can see. Just make the sloka much bigger. So Kalindi is the Jamuna. Yeah. So one verse you can read. Yeah. Kalindi is the Jamuna. So sometimes in great happiness Lord Jagannath makes a loud concert with his flute in the grove of the bank of the Jamuna. So Kalindi Tata Vipina Sangita Taravo. So, and he is like the bumblebee. Mudaviri Nari Badana Kamala Svada Madhupa. He is like a bumblebee tasting the beautiful lotus-like faces of the cowherd damsels of Braja, and great personalities such as Lakshmi, Shiva, Brahma, Indra and Ganesha worship his lotus feet, made that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision. So Rama is Lakshmi, Sambhu is Lord Shiva, Brahma, Marapati, Ganesha, Architapada. So everybody worships the lotus feet of Lord Jagannath. Jagannath Swami, Nayana Patakami, Bhavatume. So let the Jagannath be object of my vision. The second verse. Yeah. Bhuje sabbe venum sirasi sikhi picham katitate. So what it means is, in his left hand Jagannath holds a flute. On his head he wears peacock feathers, and on his lips he wears fine yellow silken cloth. From the corners of his eyes he bestows sidelong glances upon his loving devotees, and he always reveals himself through his pastimes in his divine abode of Vrindavan. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision. So Venum is the flute. Shirasi Shikhi Picham Katitate. So he is wearing a peacock feather. Dukulam Netrante Sahachara Kataksham. Kataksham means sidelong glances he is giving. Kataksham Vidadate. And Sada Srimad Vrindavana Basati Lila Parichayo. So and he always reveals himself through the pastimes in his abode of Vrindavan. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision. Third one. On the shore of the great ocean, with a large palace atop the brilliant golden Nilachala hill, Lord Jagannath resides with his powerful brother Balabhadra and his sister Subhadra, who sits between them. May that Jagannath Swami, who bestows the opportunity for devotional service upon godly souls, be the object of my vision. Fourth verse. Yeah. Jagannath, Lord Jagannath is an ocean of mercy and as beautiful as a row of blackish rain clouds. So Kripa Paravara, Sajala Jalada Shreni Ruchira. that is the clouds. And Kripa Paravara, he is showering his mercy, Kripa. So Lord Jagannath is an ocean of mercy and as beautiful as a row of blackish rain clouds. He is the storehouse of bliss for Lakshmi and Saraswati, and his face resembles a spotless, full-blown lotus. The best of demigods and sages worship him, and the Upanishad sings his glories. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision. Number 5. When Lord Jagannath moves along the road on his Rath Yatra car, so that's going to happen on 7th, right? And after that by Srila Prabhupada mercy, many places all over the world. Ratharura Gachan. Rath Arura means he rides the chariot and he goes. So what it tells is, when Lord Jagannath moves along the road on his Rath Yatra car, at every step large assemblies of Brahmins loudly chant prayers and sing songs for his pleasure. Hearing their hymns, Lord Jagannath becomes very favorably disposed towards them. He is the ocean of mercy and the true friend of all the worlds. May that Jagannath Swami, along with his consort Lakshmi, who was born in the ocean of nectar, be the object of my vision. Number 6. Lord Jagannath, whose eyes resemble full-blown lotus petals, is the ornament on Lord Brahma's head. He resides on Nilachala hill with his lotus feet placed. Just one second. Just how long can you get it?
Step 1.
Printer. Lord Jagannath, whose eyes resemble the full-blown lotus petals, is the ornament on Lord Brahma's head. He resides on Nilachala hill with his lotus feet placed on the head of Anantadeva. Overwhelmed by the mellow of love, he joyfully embraces Srimati Radharani's body, which is like a cool pond. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision. Number 7. I do not pray for a kingdom, nor do I pray for gold, rubies or wealth. I do not ask for a beautiful wife as desired by all men. I simply pray that Jagannath Swami, whose glories Lord Shiva always sings, may be the constant object of my vision. So I'm not asking for Rajyam, Kanaka, Manikya, Vibhavang. So I'm just asking the devotion to the Lord's Jagannath lotus feet. Number 8. O Lord of the demigods, please quickly remove this useless material existence I am undergoing. O Lord of the Yadus, please destroy this vast, shoreless ocean of sins. Alas, this is certain. Lord Jagannath bestows his lotus feet upon those who feel themselves fallen and have no shelter in this world but him. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision. Number 9. The self-retrained various soul who recites these 8 verses glorifying Lord Jagannath becomes cleansed of all sins and duly proceeds to Vishnu's abode. Now we'll sing the Jagannath Ashtakam. You can, like one by one, you can.
कदाचित् काले
Srimad Vrindavana Vasati Leela Parijaya
Jagannath Swami Nayana Bhattagami Bhavatume
Jagannath Swami Nayana Bhattagami Bhavatume
Aham Bhuve Sire Kanakaruchi Nila Shikare
Aham Bhute Stire Kanakaruchire Nila Shikare
Vasan Prashadanta Sahaja Bala Bhadrena Balina
Vasan Prasadanta Sahaja Bhadrena Balena
Subhadra Madhyastha Sakala Sura Deva Vasarado
Subhadra Madhyastha Sakala Sura Seva Vasarada
Jagannath Swami Nayana Bhattagami Bhavatume
Jagannath Swami Nayana Bhattagami Bhavatume
Kripa Paravana Sajala Jala Shri Niruchiro
Paparabara Sajala Jalada Sherutira
Ramavani Rama Shurata Mala Ankirughamukha
Ramabhakti Rama Spurata Mulapanke Ruhamukha
Surendra Shruti Gana Shiragita Charito
Surendra Radha Shrutivana Shikaki Pacharita
Jagannath Swami Nayana Bhattagami Bhavatume
Jagannath Swami Nayana Bhattagami Bhavatume
Ratharuga Gachan Padmilita Sudeva Patalai
Ratharuga Bachan Padmilita Bodhe Kapatalai
Shruti Pradurvavam Pratipadamukha Sadaya
Suti Pradurbhavam Pratipadamukha Sadaya
Jaya Sindur Bandhu Sakala Jaga Ram Sindhu Sudaya
Jaya Sindur Bandhu Sakala Jagatam Sindhu Sadaya
Jagannath Swami Nayana Bhattagami Bhavatume
Jagannath Swami Nayana Bhattagami Bhavatume
Para Brahma Pira Bhuvalaya Dalutfulla Nayano
Rajam Najana Pramanikya Vibhavam
Maya Cheham Ramyam Sakala Jana Ramyam Varavanu
Maya Chitam Ramyam Sakala Jana Kamyam Varavadu
Sada Kale Kale Pravakapati Rahita Charito
Sada Kale Kale Pramutta Parinagi Charita
Jagannath Swami Nayana Vartagami Baba Tume
Jagannath Swami Nayana Bhatagame Baba Tume
Bharatvam Samsaram Drudataram Surapati
Bharatam Samsaram Durgam Bharatam Surapate
Bharatvam Papanam Vidati Maparam Yadavapate
Bharatam Papanam Vedate Maparam Yadavapate
Bahudine Radhe Nihitachara Sunishchitavidam
Adityanathe Nikacharana Nishchitameda
Jagannath Swami Nayana Vartagami Baba Tume
Jagannath Swami Nayana Bhatagame Baba Tume
Jagannath Swami Nayana Vartagami Baba Tume
Jagannath Swami Nayana Bhatagame Baba Tume
Jagannathashtakam punyam yah patet prayata suchi sarva papa vishuddhatma vishnu lokam sagachati Jagannathashtakam ki
So we'll continue with our class now, discussion. So Prabhuji, you can put the slides now. We'll go to the slides. So we are
Be patient with me. I'm just trying to build the slides.
yeah. You're putting the slides right, Prabhu?
Sure.
Just put it in slide. Play mode. Yeah, play the slide. Yes, that's it. So we have the great occasion coming, Jagannath Rath Yatra Mahamahotsav ki Jai. So by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, this famous Rath Yatra in Jagannath Puri now is in all over the world. This Rath Yatra happens, and actually just by that Rath Yatra, so many people come in touch with Lord Jagannath, and they become devotees. There are many stories that some people, they just wait for this Rath Yatra. So by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, today all over the world, this Jagannath Rath Yatra is celebrated. New York, the busiest street is closed. That whole Rath, 3 Raths of Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, they go. So on the Snan Jatra day, which happened last week, Lord Jagannath, first time he appears in this world. We all know that story, that Rukmini Devi, he was telling, everybody else wanted to know the pastimes of Krishna, because Krishna quite often at night he will take the name of the gopis and he will cry for Brajavasi because of their love. So then everyone asked Rukmini Devi that you only know these stories, can you please tell us these pastimes, these leelas? So then Rukmini Devi said that okay, I am going to tell the leelas, but make sure Krishna and Balaram, because as soon as devotees they discuss Krishna Gatha, Krishna is present right there. So make sure Balaram and Krishna doesn't come, because if they come, then they'll be fully attracted to these stories and they will have ecstatic symptoms. So then they kept Subhadra Maharani as a guard. But as soon as Krishna Gatha starts, Krishna is right there. So Krishna immediately came, but everybody is so absorbed that nobody notices. And Subhadra Maharani herself is so absorbed, Subhadra Devi, that in ecstasy her 2 hands and legs, they go inside the body. That is the ecstatic form. And then same with Krishna and Balaram. You'll see Krishna like Jagannath, eyes become big, and then the ears they go inside, and the legs go inside. There's an ecstatic form. So Narad Muni sees that form. And Narad Muni tells, oh my Lord, I have seen your ecstatic form. And please, you have to manifest this form to the world. So because of Narad Muni's mercy, Krishna agrees and he tells, yes, I'll manifest in Jagannath Puri where all the Kali Yuga people can come and worship me. So it's our great fortune that Lord Jagannath, that he himself comes out in his chariot and gives darshan to everybody. Even those people who cannot go to temple or who don't want to go to temple, even everybody gets Lord's mercy, darshan, the holy name, everybody gets to hear. So that is how much merciful the Lord is, that he himself comes out and he gives darshan to everyone. So next slide. So that Lord's coming out, actually that is our hope, because this whole society is very quickly degrading. Although there is a lot of technological advancement, but there is we see there's a lot of other effects that is very like an epidemic now, right? We have lifestyle diseases, and then we have divorce rates going up, and then we have so many things happening, mass shooting, there is a war that's happening constantly. So the whole world is in turmoil. So that's why Martin Luther King Jr., he has mentioned that we have guided missiles and misguided men. Martin Luther King Jr., he mentions. So we know that stress has increased so much. So many things are happening. Actually, then this Krishna Bhakti or Lord Jagannath, this Rath Yatra, that is the hope, because we can connect to the Lord. Krishna Bhakti or any true spiritual path brings transformation of heart, because it transforms lust into love, arrogance into humility, greed into selfless service. So Mahatma Gandhi also said, be the change you want to see in the world. So we ourselves can be the instrument of the change. So if we connect to Lord Jagannath, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, then we'll be the instrument of the change. What is that change? Because the spiritual path brings changes, lust into love, arrogance into humility, greed into selfless service. And the world needs it more than ever. So, yeah. So, therefore, transcendental sound is very important. You can go to the next slide. So, transcendental sound that can save the whole world. So, this one sloka, Anna Vilashita Sunnam Jnana Karmadhyanabritam Anukullana Krishna Silanam Bhakti Rattama. It's mentioned in Srimad Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, when first class devotional service develops, one must be devoid of all material desires, knowledge obtained by monistic philosophy. So, and fruitive action. So, Anya Avileshata Sunnam, there is no other, there is no other material desire. So, then Anukullanam, in a favorable way, when one Anushilanam, every day practices that Bhakti Uttama, so that is called the Uttama Bhakti. We can go to the next slide. So, Lord Jagannath comes to distribute his mercy. You can see in the most confidential knowledge. So, chapter 9 is one of the cream chapters. Like Bhagavad Gita, there is a Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, first 6 Karma Yoga, last 6 Jnana Yoga, in middle 6 is Bhakti Yoga. In that also, the essential chapter is chapter 9. So, in that 9.27, Krishna tells, Yat karoshi yad yasnasi yad juhasi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurusha mad arpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, yat karoshi, whatever you do, yat asnasi, whatever you eat. So, you do it as an offering to me. So, that is what Krishna's suggestion is. So, this Rath Yatra, we can see there are so many things. There is a massive cooking that happens, and that is offered to Lord, and that is distributed to everyone. There is nice singing, there is nice dance performance. Everything is done for the pleasure of the Lord. So, whatever we do, we can learn to connect with service to the Lord. And 9.34, that is the most essential verse in whole Bhagavad Gita. This is like a central verse where Krishna is telling the secret. Manmana bhava mad bhakta majjaji mamman namaskuru mame vashishi yuktaitam atmanam mat parayana. Engage your mind always thinking of me. Manmana bhava mad bhakto, become my devotee, mad bhakto. Mad jaji, offer obeisances to me and worship me. Mameva shashi yuktaitam, being completely absorbed in me, atmanam mat parayana, it definitely come to me. So, next slide. So, we see that these are Krishna's instructions, and that is 9.27 is the most confidential instruction. And Lord Jagannath, just to help everyone who has surrendered and who has not surrendered, for everybody's benefit, being so merciful, Lord Jagannath himself comes out. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita 15.7, Yoga of the Supreme Person, Mama ibamsa jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manashashtani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. That forgetting me, everybody is struggling in this world. Mama ibamsa jiva loke, all living entities in this conditioned world are my fragmental parts. My amsa, they are all my amsa. But forgetting me, and jiva bhuta sanatana, they eternally that. But forgetting me, they are struggling very hard. Janma karma chame dibbam evam yabeti tatvataha tvakta deham punar janma naiti mameti sorchana. Bhagavad Gita 4.9. So Krishna's activities, janma karma, this Rath Yatra is not ordinary. Chame dibyam, it is transcendental nature. Whoever knows that, they doesn't take birth again. Tyakta deham punarjanma naitya mameti suvarchana. So you should know all these activities are transcendental activities, they are not ordinary. Next slide. So Krishna's mercy is our only hope. So Prahlad Maharaj tells in 7.530, Shri Prahlada Vacha, Matirna Krishna Paratosvatova Mitha Abhipadyata Griha Pratana Adanta Govir Vishatam Tamishram Punah Punah Charvita Charvanana. So again and again, which has already been chewed, that sense gratification, conditioned souls repeatedly chew that. So that is the materialistic way of living. So inclination to Krishna never arises. Matirna Krishna Paratosatova. So Krishna's mercy is our only hope. Next slide. So that is why Lord Jagannath, he comes out and we can accept the supreme mercy. So usually, in this world, the benefit is given the highest qualified people. They get the highest paid job or anything highest. Have you ever heard anything for the most unqualified, getting the highest mercy? So that is what Lord Jagannath is actually offering. So in Nectar of Devotion, chapter 9, it says, following the deity, a similar statement is there in Bhavishya Puran, in which it is said, even if born of a low family, a person who follows the Rath Yatra car when the deities pass in front or from behind will surely be elevated to the position of achieving equal opulence with Vishnu. So that is the benefit of participating in Lord Jagannath Rath Yatra. So we have 7th in Jagannath Puri, then we have 14th in San Francisco, and Los Angeles we have 4th Sunday, 4th of August. So it says that Jagannath, if one takes part in Jagannath Rath Yatra by either sponsoring any bhoga or Rath Yatra expenses or participating, pulling the Rath, it says that when one at the death time, what happens, the whole life is in a zip form, it goes. But if somebody participates in Rath Yatra or serves Lord Jagannath, then the memory freezes. Imagine if the memory freezes on Lord Jagannath or Rath Yatra. Recently, our dear devotee Gandharvika Mataji passed away. So Jagannath was her favorite. Her home, she had Jagannath deities. She would very, very with loving devotion, she would worship Lord Jagannath. And she would actually plead Jagannath and make this person devotee, so like that. So, and we all know how nicely she left, taking the name of Krishna. So that is the benefit of worshipping Lord Jagannath. So we get Jagannath mercy. So we become Seva Abhilashi, not Mukti Abhilashi. So next slide. So we should aspire to serve. And by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, by Lord Nityananda's mercy, this Rath Yatra now all over the world, Srila Prabhupada's mercy, it has spread. And everybody is chanting. You can see this snow, some snow place is there, where it is snowing so much, still Rath Yatra is going on. And the different cities all over the world, everybody can participate. This opportunity is there to all of us. So let us participate in Lord Jagannath Rath Yatra. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhurya 7.82. Dekhi Nityananda Prabhu kahe bhakta gane, ei rupe nitya aage habe grame grame. So, upon seeing the chanting and dancing of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda predicted that ei rupe nritya habe grame grame. Every town and village, this chanting and dancing will happen. And actually that is happening today. All over the world. It is every major cities, we have Lord Jagannath Rath Yatra going on. Every major cities, there will be some devotee who is chanting. There is some spiritual discussion going on. There is Hare Krishna Kirtan. And we can all taking shelter, either physically or virtually through Zoom or different processes. This is spreading. And all the souls are getting delivered. Everybody is getting Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mercy, Lord Krishna's mercy, Jagannath mercy. Next slide. So Nityananda Prabhu predicted that, and it is going to happen. And we can be the instrument by helping in that mission of the Lord. So Srila Prabhupada was the Senapati Bhakta, the commander-in-chief, Acharya, who fulfilled the desire of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. Just like Lord Nityananda said that this is going to happen every town and village, Srila Prabhupada actually fulfilled that, taking so much difficulty, so much trouble. 70 years age, he traveled from India to US with no money in pocket. He had 40 rupees which cannot be exchanged. There was nobody to receive him. But he had firm faith on his Guru and Krishna's mercy. And with that faith, he organized the first Rath Yatra, which was in San Francisco. And then slowly it was in London and everywhere it spread. Verse Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 25 to 64, it says, Jivan istarite Prabhu Brahmila dese dese apane aswadi bhakti karila prakase. To deliver all fallen souls, the Lord traveled from country to country. That is Lord's mission. Lord comes to deliver all the fallen souls because He loves everybody. Everyone is Lord's children. Mamavamsa jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. That is why He becomes very happy when somebody gets Lord's mercy or somebody is given Krishna Bhakti. So His pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada, just to please the Lord, deliver all the fallen souls because they know that is Lord's heart. He personally tasted the transcendental pleasure of devotional service and he simultaneously spread the cult of devotion everywhere. Prithivite ache jato nagaradigram sarvatra prachara haive moranam. This is the famous prediction which is there in Chaitanya Bhagavat Antalila 4.126. Prithivite ache jato nagaradigram. In every town and village, the chanting of my name will be heard. So 5,000 years back, Sri Krishna appeared in this world to give his message. Then Lord Chaitanya, Krishna himself, came in the form of devotee to taste, release the bhakti. So he appears as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years back and to teach bhakti. And 50 years back, Srila Prabhupada spread all over the world the holy name, the message of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. And he inaugurated this amazing Rath Yatra festivals, which is so colorful, so much bliss, ecstasy, kirtan, singing, seva, everything is there. Next slide. So we'll see some lessons from Gundicha Marjan and Rath Yatra. So what happened is King Prataprudra Maharaj, Prabhu, let's quickly go to the 12. You can put the chapter 12 now. So we'll read a little bit. So Madhya Lila chapter 12, 13, 14, they describe this pastime. So the sequence of events that happened is that Gundicha temple cleaning was there. So we'll see here. Actually, Prataprudra Maharaj, what happened is, storyline goes like this, like after Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes for the South India tour, he meets at the bank of Godavari Ramananda Rai and they discuss Krishna Katha and very deep. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya told, please meet Ramananda Rai when you go and you will like. So Ramananda Rai, he meets and he loves so much Ramananda Rai, the discussion, because Ramananda Rai is Bisakha, Sakhi. So he invites him that, please come to Jagannath Puri to and reside there. And when Ramananda Rai approaches Prataprudra Maharaj, Prataprudra Maharaj becomes so happy. Because Prataprudra Maharaj wanted to meet Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but because he is a king, Prataprudra Maharaj, Lord Chaitanya is not allowing. But when Prataprudra Maharaj hears that Ramananda Rai is invited by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he tells that I will give you full pension. Ramananda Rai wants to retire, but Prataprudra Maharaj wants to give full pension. Imagine, after retirement, full pension, full salary as pension. So, but Prataprudra Maharaj, both of them, Ramananda Rai, Prataprudra Maharaj, both of them come from Cuttack to Jagannath Puri, but because he is a king, Lord Chaitanya won't see the king. So, so then Ramananda Rai actually helps to get Lord's mercy. So we'll read from here, chapter 12. In his Amrita Prabhava Bhasya, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur summarizes this chapter as follows. The king of Orissa, Maharaj Prataprudra, tried his best to see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Nityananda Prabhu and the other devotees informed the Lord about the king's desire, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not agree to see him. At that time, Sri Nityananda Prabhu devised a plan. See how merciful Nityananda Prabhu is. That's why you have any difficulty, you have to approach Lord Nityananda Prabhu. The devotees, they always plead on the devotees' behalf to the Lord. No, many devotees, they pray, my dear Lord, please make him a nice devotee. And because of that prayer, the Lord takes that person very seriously. And he sent a piece of Lord's outward garment to the king. The next day, when Ramananda Rai again entreated Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to see the king, the Lord, denying the request, asked Ramananda Rai to bring the king's son before him. So what happened is actually, few verses describe that how Prataprudra Maharaj was constantly, he was pleading to the devotees that please, approach the Lord and please, plead on my behalf. So again, he did not directly approach. So you see, although Prataprudra Maharaj was such a powerful king, he was so powerful king that even like Nawab Hussain Shah or anybody, nobody could attack his kingdom. But he is so humble, he is not approaching the Lord directly. He is pleading to the devotees, and that is how actually to approach the Lord. If we directly approach the Lord, we will not be able to get Lord's mercy. But when we approach the Lord through devotees, Gopi Bhartur, Pada Kamalar, Das, 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 Anudas. The more servants are in between, the more safer we are. So this is how Prataprudra Maharaj is approaching. So first time, he said that, please plead, and then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu straight denied. That is what we see in the first case. So then Prataprudra Maharaj says, okay, if becoming king is a disqualification, I'll give up my kingdom, I'll become a beggar, mendicant. So then seeing that, Nityananda Prabhu actually pleaded that, my dear Lord, please, do something, please give your mercy. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very angry, but then externally, but then he, sent a upper garment to the king. We can see that. And then when king gets that and he embraces, he is totally in ecstasy, and he feels the Lord's presence. So that is why to actually feels the Lord's presence, or to come closer, it's not the physical closure, because physically we may be close, but we may not be able to appreciate the Lord. Just like Duryodhan, when Lord Krishna approached Duryodhan as a messenger, Duryodhan tried to arrest the Lord. And so many people could not understand even when Krishna was there. Same with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So many people were blaspheming him. They could not understand him. So what is required is the right attitude. So that's why Krishna also tells in Bhagavad Gita, pranipatena pariprashnana sevaya. upadekshanti te ganam ganinas tattva darshana. So when we humble ourselves before a guru, before a devotees of the Lord, then we get the mercy, we get the knowledge, realization, etc. So we can see that that's how Prataprudra Maharaj, he was able to appreciate and he could actually feel that this garment is non different from the Lord. Lord's Tadiya, his name, his lila, his form, his paraphernalia are non different from the Lord. So Prataprudra Maharaj could actually feel that. He embraced. And then when Ramananda Rai came, Ramananda Rai frankly told the Lord, my dear Lord, this king is not an ordinary Vishay. He is your devotee. Please give him darshan of your lotus feet. And because it was Ramananda Rai, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could not refuse. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu initially said that, okay, before requesting, you should consider what you are requesting. A sannyasi should not see a Vishai, a materialistic person. But okay, since you are requesting, please send the king's son to me. So we see that then how when the king's son came, he was a little darkish and he was wearing a yellow dhoti, yellow garment, and he had golden jewelry. By seeing that, Mahaprabhu, and he had lotus-like eyes, big eyes. By seeing that, immediately Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remembered Krishna, and he embraced this boy, and the boy became total ecstatic. So Mahaprabhu's mercy made him, and then Mahaprabhu told, this boy is reminding me of Krishna, and every day you should come and give your association. So then onwards, this boy became intimate circle of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we see how Ramananda Rai pleaded actually. So so that is what is discussed in the first paragraph. After this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the Gundicha temple. So that's a very important event that happens before Rath Yatra even today. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself cleaned the Gundicha temple where the Jagannath is going to come and reside. Before the Rath Yatra took place, he then took his bath at Indranumna lake and partook prasadam in the garden nearby. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the temple of Gundicha, a Gaudiya Vaishnava was the lotus feet of the Lord and drank the water. This incident is very significant, for it awoke within the devotee's ecstatic love. Then the son of Advaita Prabhu named Gopal fainted during Kirtan, and when he did not come to his senses, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu favored him by awakening him. There was also some humorous talk between Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Prabhu during Prasadam. Advaita Prabhu said that Nityananda Prabhu was unknown to anyone, and that was not the duty of a householder, Brahmana, to accept dinner. So like that we see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, here the second part is the Gundicha Marjan is the main thing here. So here Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself was cleaning the Gundicha temple. So you can go back to the slide. So he was cleaning the Gundicha temple, and when the Paricha or the temple in charge asked, my dear Lord, it's not your, and it doesn't befit you, you're the Lord. But if you think that this is what will please you, so then I'll arrange for it. King has already ordered me that you do immediately whatever Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells. So then you're putting the slides, right, Prabhu? Slide, just play it. Go back. One slide, you can go back, please. Yeah. So Gundicha Marjan. So here Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you can see the left side is the Gundicha temple. So it's considered like Vrindavan. So Lord Jagannath comes from, everybody is pulling to Vrindavan, all the gopis. That is the mood of Rath Yatra. So you can see Lord Jagannath is coming in a very ecstatic form. He is in the Rath. Ratharura Gachan Pathi Mi Milita Bhudeva Patalai. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before Jagannath came, he personally cleaned with the Supreme Lord. So the Parisha arranged for 100 brooms and 100 clay pots. And with that, first Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself cleaned, and whatever amount, his amount was the highest. And after that, again, finer cleaning. So this Gundicha Marjan is compared to cleaning the heart. So when we mop the floor of the temple, when we do kitchen cleaning, when we clean the altar of the Lord's house, then actually we clean our heart. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said first gross cleaning, then finer cleaning. So then that's considered like our anarthas in our heart. So when we finally clean our heart like that, then it becomes a shining place for the Lord to recite. So that's why Hare Krishna Mahamantra is also considered as a cleaning process. Cheto darpanam archanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavatu jivanam. So it's like a scrubbing the heart. So then what happens? Anandambodhi Bhartanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So that's why Rath Yatra is also accompanied by Kirtan. Because Kirtan is the main thing in this age. So we can see that it's also mentioned that the different age had different processes. Krite adhyato Vishnum 12.352. Krite adhyato Vishnum Tretayam jajato makhai dvapare parichareya kalau tad Hari Kirtanat. Kali Yug, it is Hari Kirtan. Krita Satya Yug, it is Vishnu Dhyayato. Treta Yug, it is Jajato Yagya. Dvapare Paricharayayam. Archan in Dwapar. But Kali Yug, Hari Kirtan. As much as possible we should do Harinam Sankirtan. Just today morning we are reading from Japa book, and it was mentioned there that incessant chanting of the holy name is the solution for overcoming Namaparad. Right? There are 10 offenses to the holy name. So incessant chanting of the holy name is the solution. Harinam Chintamani tells that. So that's why we should try not just our prescribed 4 rounds, 3 rounds, or if we are chanting 16 rounds, not just that, but as much as possible. Off the beat also, we can chant. And especially these days, if we are chanting 4 rounds, Jagannath Rath Yatra is a very, very special day. With Lord Jagannath mercy, that day we can go from 4 to 5 rounds. We can increase 1 round that day. It's a very good day to take the vow and take the mercy, take the shelter, and then increase. If we are chanting 10 rounds, we can start 11 rounds. If we are chanting 12 rounds, start with 13 rounds. If we are chanting 16 rounds, then once in a while we can cross the boundary and chant 17 rounds. At least that day we can chant. Maybe 32 rounds we can chant. Because that is the Yuga Dharma. 12.351 it tells Kale dosa nidhe rajan asti he kamahan guna kirtana deva krishna sa mukta sangha param rajet. Kali Yuga is the ocean of fault, but there is one good quality, that kirtana deva krishna sa mukta sangha param rajet. That by doing Harinam Sankirtan we can achieve the perfection of our life. That's why Rupa Goswami in his Padyavali he said this verse, very favorite verse of mine. It says Vichayani vicharyani vichintani punah punah kripanasya dhananvaiva tam namami bhavatuna. Kripanasya, just like a miser continuously what he does? Collects dhananvaiva. Vichayani vicharyani vichintani. collects, counts and remembers. These three things he does. First get the money into the bank, and then see the stock market, how much it is rising. Every day check how much value it is. Right? So he always remembering the money, a kripana. In the same way, we should continuously collect, count, or that's why counting on beads, count and remember. We should always remember how glorious is the holy name, how rare is the opportunity. This after 84 lakh species, we got this rare human birth. This human birth goes, we cannot chant. This opportunity is given only in human birth, tongue can chant the holy name. So you should not lose this rare opportunity in so many destruction that this world offers. Just like a kripana counts and collects and remembers continuously, we should always continuously collect, count and remember the holy name. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra ki jai ho. So let's go back to next slide, please. So then Rath Yatra starts, and what happens at the beginning of Rath Yatra itself? King Prataprudra Maharaj, he takes a broom and he brooms the road up before Jagannath cart. He brooms the road. So just imagine, can you expect a president of a powerful country, Germany, US or anywhere, it's a powerful country, will he ever broom the road? Impossible. Prataprudra Maharaj was a powerful king. Even nobody could attack his kingdom, defeat him in war, or nobody could touch his kingdom. Rather, he expanded his kingdom. Such a powerful king is brooming the road in front of Jagannath. And when Mahaprabhu said that, his heart melted. So one of the lesson we can learn from Prataprudra Maharaj is humility and consistency. So consistently Prataprudra Maharaj, he tried, he had this laulam, this aspiration to see the Lord, to take his darshan and to render service. And he constantly pleaded the devotees. He never gave up. But when he was doing that with humility, quite often we think that, oh, I'm chanting, taste is not coming, or I'm reading, where is the attraction? But see, Prataprudra Maharaj, he kept on trying, he never gave up hope. And when he acted that with humility, then it actually conquered Lord's heart. And we'll see, I have a table actually, which tells how in different sequence he got Lord Chaitanya's mercy. We'll see that in a moment. And Lord consistently tests it. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Trinadapi suni chena tarorapi sahishnuna amani namanadena kirtaniya sada harihi. So acting humble is easy. Just to act humble is very easy. But when we are tested for a prolonged period of time, then the real nature comes out. Why it is important is because Prataprudra Maharaj, for a long time, he was actually tested. And his real humility actually came out. We will see repeatedly how repeatedly he actually proved that. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tested the consistency of humility of King Prataprudra Maharaj, and he excelled with flying colors. So similarly, we all also will be tested by that, before that very precious Krishna Prem is 100% fully awarded. So before achieving anything, adhikar, that's why we see that seva adhikara diye karo nija dasi. That's why we pray to Tulsi Maharani that give the adhikar, because otherwise if it comes we cannot handle it. So that's why Krishna can give the whole world. Actually, one time Srila Prabhupada said that in 18 days Krishna can give you the whole world, but can you handle it? So we can learn that from Prataprudha Maharaj. Okay, next slide please. So then Prataprudha Maharaj, after he rendered this seva, no, Lord gave one special mercy. So when Rath Yatra was happening, then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu divided his Kirtan group into 7 groups. And each group, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing. That is such a surprising thing. But Prataprudha Maharaj could actually see that. And then, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he said, you are blessed. Because, he is able to see that opulence of the Lord. Why he was able to see? Because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pleased with Prataprudha Maharaj, this humility, this humble service that he rendered. Prataprudha Maharaj was Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very happy. So this humility actually conquers Lord's heart. And that is why it is very important that we make it a point that sometime we also find an opportunity to render humble service. So, everyone repeatedly they pleaded on the king's behalf. And what they did is, Nityananda Prabhu, one day they all came. They did not ask that give your darshan because they know Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would be angry. But what they did is, they just glorify Prataprudha Maharaj. So that's how slowly they soften Lord heart. So we see that Bhaktivinoda Thakur, there is a very nice song. Kabe habe bolo sei din amar aparadha ghochi shuddha name ruchi kripa bole hobe hridaye sanchar kabe habe bolo sei din amar. So Trinadhika Hina. So like that, there is a very nice song, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It is aspiration, is my favorite song, this one. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling his aspiration. He is pure Acharya, but he is showing that this should be our aspiration. Our aspiration, in addition to whatever we may have, $5 million, one house, this, that. But this is the real aspiration. That aparadha kuchi, when will that day come? When I will be free from aparadh? Only then I will have ruchi in the Suddha Naam. Kripa vale habe hridaya sanchar. When shall I get the mercy? So Nityananda Mahaprabhu, we see that different devotees, they pleaded Mahaprabhu in different way. And then how Prataprudha Maharaj is also getting the mercy. We can see that he is able to see the Lord in all the 7 groups. So Bhaktitirtha Maharaj, His Holiness Bhaktitirtha Maharaj, he had a very famous statement. He said that without invitation from some devotees in Vrindavan, we cannot enter Vrindavan. So we cannot force our way to Vrindavan. Some devotee has to invite us. So basically what it means is that without the mercy of a devotee, without the recommendation and a soft corner of a devotee, there is no chance to get the mercy of the Lord. We can go to the next slide, please. So, here you can see how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, first, because Lord Nityananda Prabhu all pleaded, so that's why Mahaprabhu gave the outer cloth. And Ramananda Rai was released by King Prataprudha Maharaj from his regular duty, and he was given full pension. And that pleased Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai so much. That's why Krishna tells that that those who are my devotees are not actually my devotees. Those who are devotees of my devotees are actually my devotee. So then when King Prataprudha Maharaj serves Ramananda Rai, then King's son is embraced by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And just by embracing his son, Prataprudha Maharaj goes in complete ecstasy. So when we serve the devotees, then we can get Krishna's mercy. Shushusha Shraddhadanasa Vasudeva Katharuchi Sanmaya Sevaya Vipra Purna Tirtha Nisevanat. There is only one way to get the ruchi of the in devotional service of the Lord, or by Vasudeva Katha Ruchi, hearing, that is serving the devotees. So king orders all the administration to fulfill any desire of the Lord. We see the brooms are brought, and whenever Lord would go, King Prataparudra Maharaj would construct some palace there, food, all the devotees shelter, everything, prasadam he would arrange. So we see the mercy that Prataparudra Maharaj got is king is able to see the Lord simultaneously in all the 5 kirtan groups. And then, not only that, what happened is that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, while dancing to give further mercy, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing in ecstasy, then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu falls in ecstasy, and that time it's mentioned that Govinda was far away and Nityananda Prabhu was in complete ecstasy. So there was nobody to take care of the Lord right at that time. So King Prataparudra Maharaj actually catches the Lord. And after Lord comes into external senses, he says, "Oh my God, King, Vishai, he's a materialistic person, my God," and he just jumps out. So that, but Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya tells, no, don't worry. It's actually Lord is very merciful internally. Externally he is showing very angry like that, because just to establish the position of a sannyasi should be avoiding materialistic people. But actually he is very happy internally. And otherwise, why the Lord would fall actually in Prataparudra Maharaj's hand? That is all by Lord's mercy. That Nityananda Prabhu was complete ecstasy and Govinda was not there. So Prataparudra Maharaj actually cared for the Lord. So that's also Lord's mercy. So Lord's mercy can come in different forms. And a devotee can understand that this is Lord's mercy. That's why we can take shelter of devotees, and to really understand what is Lord's mercy. And then what happens? Lord Chaitanya is doing ecstatic kirtan, and then there is a circle, internal circle of devotees that is preventing the crowd from coming to the Lord. And there is another circle of devotees. So what happened? This outer circle, Prataparudra Maharaj was there, and his minister Harichandan was there. And in front of them, Srivas was there, Srivas Thakur, and he is watching Lord's dancing in total ecstasy. And king is unable to see, so Harichandan actually pushed him. Srivas, that king is there. And then Srivas was so absorbed, he just turned around and gave a slap to Harichandan. And then then Harichandan was obviously angry, but Prataparudra Maharaj stopped him from reacting anything. And he said, "You are so fortunate that you got the mercy of intimate devotee of the Lord in his intimate circle. I wish I had that mercy." So this is again and again Lord Chaitanya is taking the test, and he is proving the humility. So then Lord, the supreme mercy, after that what happens? All the devotees then told him, there is a place called Balagandi where the Ratha stops, and there in the Jagannath Vallabh garden, the Lord Chaitanya actually enters there, and he is taking rest. So that time Prataparudra Maharaj enters in the dress of a Vaishnav, so leaving his kingly opulences. That's why it is mentioned the Sarvapadi Binirmukta Tatparatanna Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Shavanam Bhakta, etc. So we have to leave all our upadhis. I am this, I am that. No, actually Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Jivere Swaruphai Krishna Nitta Das." That our real identity, we are servant of Krishna. That today morning also we are reading that His Holiness Sachidananda Swami Maharaj was actually suggesting that the root cause of all offenses is false pride. So if we, just like a mantra also, repeatedly if we tell, "I am a servant, I am a servant, I am a servant," then that false pride is slowly crushed. So here, Pratabrudha Maharaj, just like a Vaishnava, he goes and he tells, he sings the Gopi Geet. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi viriditam kalmashapaham Shavanamangalam Srimadatam Viviginantiye Bhuridachana. And Lord Chaitanya, when heard that, he said, "You are the Bhurida. You are the person who is telling the glories of the Lord." And then Lord Chaitanya embraced him. And see the supreme fortune that Pratabrudha Maharaj was not getting the darshan of the Lord, is now embraced by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and is in complete ecstasy. And he said, "You are Bhurida, you are the magnanimous person. Who are you?" Then Pratabrudra Maharaj, naturally he tells that I am the servant of your servant, my dear Lord. And that is actually our real position. So, yeah, we can go to the next slide. So that is we see how Pratabrudra Maharaj gets Lord's mercy. So service means to do something pleasing to the Lord and devotees, and not at random, not like speculating something. That's why Srila Prabhupada, he gave it a very clear prescription, a lifestyle, a schedule, and things to do, how to actually how to please the Lord. He established Pancharatriki Vidhi, temple worship, book distribution, so many sevas, cooking, distributing prasadam. So you can see, service means to please the Lord's desire and please devotees. Next one, next slide. Yeah, and intensity in seva. So as a Mahaprabhu, he was repeatedly cleaning. First time gross cleaning, then finer cleaning. So how much intensely we are doing our service, being present by mind, body and spirit, not superficially, that much quickly will advance, that much purification will happen. So the impact is that some result has to come, right? So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's why he measured that with how much amount of dust is collected. So intensely means being present in seva. Quite often one is not present but absent. So we have to be actually at least be present. So you should not be doing any other thing, parallel tasking, etc. I really love Bhajajik Maharaj. He says that when we chant, keep the cell phone in another room. So we should be one track thing. Okay, next one. So love means attention to details. So you can see, second time he cleaned, and then with water up and down on the ceiling, etc. So just cleaning external dust is not enough. We need to clean the minute anarthas in our heart. Finer layer of dust, desire for great knowledge, glorification, appreciation. So all that has to go. So subtle dust is actually more difficult to clean. That's why we have much more effort we have to put. So we should not stop cleaning until it is fully cleaned. Next slide. Lesson 7. The more important than just doing the service is to do in the right mood. So we see here that one devotee, he put water in Lord Chaitanya's feet, and Lord Chaitanya says, "Why you are doing like this?" And he told Swarup Damodar, "Please give him training." So many times we forget the purpose, and we tend to forget the reason and purpose for which we are doing. So everyone was saying Krishna, Krishna. So they are always remembering Krishna while cleaning also. So that is the the right mood. Everyone is remembering. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always reminding them, clean more finely, and be in the right mood of pleasing the Lord. What is the right mood? Right mood is how I can please Guru and Krishna by this seva and how we can be absorbed. Okay, next slide. So two things in mind when do seva: spirit of cooperation and encouragement. So Mahaprabhu was telling the one who did well to teach others. So Mahaprabhu was encouraging that you teach others, whoever did good. So somebody is good at something, he can share. Like Vaishik Maharaj tells that sharing is caring. So those who are not doing good, so they were corrected. Those who were superficially doing, they were ashamed. So this encouragement is very, very important. So two things in mind when you do seva: spirit of cooperation, that we cooperate with each other. Everyone is telling Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna, and they are carrying water, and they are getting constantly encouraging each other. Next one. So serving together with right etiquette. So one Brahmini put a water and he drank the Charnamrit. So Lord Chaitanya was externally happy, externally was angry, and he told Swarup Damodar that, see, your Vaishnav is, how he is behaving. So Swarup Damodar, so that's why we have to learn from the devotees, senior Vaishnavas, how to maintain proper etiquette and under the guidance serve the Lord, so that we can please the Lord and the devotees. Okay, next one. Lesson 8. So devotee should be always compassionate. Every devotee who did some seva is worshipable. He did not discriminate between who did more and who did less. On a society also, sometimes external disciplinary action may be needed. So devotees should be always compassionate and encouraging others. So like that, next slide. I think I'm almost done there. Yeah. So Haridas Thakur never went inside, so did not break the social custom. Next one. Okay. So I think we'll go to the next. Go to the last slide. I think I'm out of time probably. Yeah. Thank you. So like this very wonderful way, Rath Yatra, Gundicha Marjan celebration was done, and immense mercy was given to Prataprudra Maharaj, and all the devotees, they were in complete ecstasy. They were always remembering the Lord, they were chanting Lord's holy name, they were serving each other, and such wonderful way Rath Yatra was celebrated. And Srila Prabhupada, with lot of hardship, difficulty and love for each and every one of us, he actually spread these glories of the Lord all over the world. And that's why today we have this opportunity to participate in the same Rath Yatra festival and serve Lord Jagannath. And we can also pull the Rath, which is in the mood of taking the Lord to Vrindavan. So we can invite the Lord to our heart. We can start our devotional life. We can start our devotional day. We can be more serious. We can start this day that, okay, from today I'm going to serve the Lord. From today I'm going to increase my chanting from 4 rounds to 5 rounds. From today I'm going to render at least one direct devotional service in temple or any form. So like that we can also celebrate, and we have the same opportunity by Srila Prabhupada's mercy to participate in the Rath Yatra. So thank you very much. If anything good, inspiring, it is only because of Srila Prabhupada, Vaishik Maharaj, Guru Maharaj and previous Acharyas. Anything wrong, inappropriate, that's mine. Please forgive me for that. And Kaladeep Prabhu, would you like to please add anything? You are the most sweet Vaishnav who can really leave Chaitanya Charitamrita. So I would like to definitely hear something from your lotus mouth.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Sorry, actually, I joined very late. I had some other commitment, but I think I missed the nectar. You were speaking so beautiful pastimes and so many lessons from those pastimes. I think like whole the Rath Yatra pastimes 12th chapter, 13th chapter, you actually uh, brought in front of the audience here. So it's really grateful. It's very relishable. Yeah, thank you for discussing all those. I'll also hear the lecture later also to catch up
Please
what I
tell something
missed.
on Rath Yatra. You have so much nectar. Share two nectars.
Yeah. One actor, like that last thing you actually mentioned about that Mahaprabhu, one of the devotees, he was actually drinking the water which was washing Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet. So there, the one verse is actually quoted by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, or in terms of Mahaprabhu's words, that Tumaro Goriya kore ete ko fujati. Oh, Sarup Damodar Goswami, see what kind of cheating behavior your Gauriyas are actually doing. So Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, especially those who are in Bhaktivinoda Saraswat Dhara, they explain that this is the statement where Mahaprabhu exclusively mentions that all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they are under the auspice, under the care of Srila Sarup Damodar Goswami. The Sarup Damodar Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they are our actually preeminent Acharya. So he actually, in this verse, Mahaprabhu, and you see that also later also, Rupa Goswamis, Raghunath Das Goswami, they are all ratified through Swarup Damodar Goswami. So he is actually the Acharya of the Acharyas also. So yeah, so that's very, very powerful statement. Sometimes we don't realize actually what Mahaprabhu is telling here, because Mahaprabhu may not say that, oh, Swarup Damodar Goswami is your Acharya. Officially, he established Lord Nityananda as the guru of everyone. But
Hmm.
if you want to enter into Mahaprabhu's mode, and you
Hmm.
have to actually go through Swarup Damodar Goswami, because he knows actually what is Mahaprabhu's mood. I'm not telling you that Nityananda Prabhu is not Guru. He also knows it, but he has a different relationship with Mahaprabhu. But exclusive that mode of Madhurya Ras, one can understand through Swarup Damodar Goswami, and which was bestowed to Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami in later pastimes. Another part, which when you were explaining, I recall that Prataparudra's mood. When he actually entered that Vallabha garden, he did not recite anything. He recited the highest thing, which is Gopi Gita, the song of the Gopis in separation. But among those verses, one verse is common for every devotee. Those who are actually in the sadhana stage, those who are in the more advanced in bhava stage, those who are in prema stage, everybody can recite it because that's the ultimate thing. Even in sadhana stage, you do it. In prema stage, also you do it, and you do it in between also, which is tava kathamritam tapta jivanam, that middle verse. And there, he actually stole his heart, even though he may consider that, oh, I don't have the adhikar, right to recite the other verses. But this verse I can actually recite. And anybody can recite. In our temple also we recite this verse. Actually, other verses are very esoteric. So he recited this verse. But Mahaprabhu, whenever he heard it, like, oh, Burida, you are the best gifter, benedictor. So you have already purchased me. Now you recite something more. So that was an amazing example, like how to capture the heart of the, even though we may not adhikar for everything, but definitely we have adhikar for something, and we can approach Lord through those like very minute right we have. Yeah. So that, yeah.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. The more we poke you, Chaitanya nectar will come. So,
Nectar comes
Ashtavada
out
Prabhu,
from the
kindly
balloon.
share something.
No, I was saying, yeah, you are right. The more you poke Volari Pran Prabhu, the nectar
He's
comes out,
full of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
overflows.
nectar. Ashtavada Prabhu, kindly share something.
Um, I don't know. Gundicha Marjana is like that one is Mahaprabhu through his own example. He was showing that how one should be when one is doing service, how with body, minds, and words one should be completely dedicated to that service. Right. Of course, he's Lord Krishna himself. We can look it from that angle that no one can surpass him in service. Anything he does, no one can surpass him. But by doing that 100 times, he's also showing that we should try, basically. We should try. He's setting that level of doing service at a very high level. There is no limit, basically, of how how much more perfection you can achieve in your doing service. So that's what I think. That's what Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was trying to do there.
Thank you, Prabhu. So wish everyone a happy Rath Yatra. So 7th is Rath Yatra in Puri. You can all watch live. So here 6th night you will get to see the 7th Rath Yatra over there. And San Francisco Rath Yatra is on 14th, that's Sunday. And LA Rath Yatra is 4th of August, that's also Sunday. So please come wherever you are. Please come participate. And if you cannot physically come, you can read Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 12, 13, 14 chapter. These 3 chapters please read, and you can actually relish the Jagannath Rath Yatra pastimes there. And thank you very much everyone for your time. I believe we are already out of time.
Yes, we will. Yeah, we are 10 minutes past the time, but it was so ecstatic that that's fine. I hope no one noticed the time. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
bro. Thank you, Ashramada Prabhu, for broadcasting this and helping with the slides and other things. Appreciate it. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhaya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo anantakoti vaishnava vrinda ki Nitai
श्यामरू प्रभु की जय, तिला प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, Oladeep Ram Prabhu की जय. Thank you everyone for taking time from your busy schedule and joining this class, online only class. We'll do it again next Wednesday. Hare Krishna. Close the session.